Hello and welcome to a new edition of True Audio Files for the new year. So I am going to count down my favorite albums of 2021. It was a really tough decision, so I had to make the list pretty large. I'm going to go through it really fast just to show you what they are, and then if you want to discuss any title after the video, please let me know in the comments section. I'll be happy to discuss them with you. Without further ado, I'm going to start with my honorable mentions. I've got 15 of my favorites and then 6 honorable mentions. I added one, so I was going to only have 5. But anyways, so these are my honorable mentions. They just barely missed the top 15. And these are in no particular order, by the way. So I've got Billie Eilish, Happier Than Ever. I've got Prince, Welcome to America. Any Prince album is a great release. I was kind of disappointed with the DVD that came with this one, though. It just wasn't very good. It was good quality, but wasn't one of my favorite shows. All right, next I have Mastodon, Hushed and Grim. Pretty good album there. Next one up is Phineas. This is actually Billie Eilish's brother's album. It's actually a pretty decent album. I think my expectations may have been a little higher because I know he did a lot of work with Billie and did a lot of the songwriting with Billie on hers. But anyway, next one up. This one was a tough one to keep out of the top 15, but I think I had to do it. It's Iron Maiden's Senjutsu. Good album. Just not sure it quite is as good as some of their other stuff. It's definitely one of their better ones in years, but wasn't a great one. Robert Plant and Alison Krauss. This is the Target exclusive, Raise the Roof, which has a couple of extra tracks on it. All right. Those are my honorable mentions. Now, let's hit the top 15. And again, these are in no particular order. I don't think I can make a decision, and it depends on the day which one is my favorite. So, first one is Samantha Fish, Faster. If you like rock, blues, and pop, heavily blues and rock orientated, I think you'll like that a lot. Next one up is KK's Priest, Summoner of the... What is it? Summoner of the Sinner. Or Sermons of the Sinner, sorry. Basically, KK Downing from Judas Priest made his own album, and it was basically had the non-Rob Halford singer, Ripper, I can't remember, Ripper Owens, I believe it is, was on vocals on this, so it's pretty close to a Priest album, so not quite, but it's close. Next one is Ginger. If you really, this one is a really unique, and unique in the sense that no other band is doing it. It's very similar to some of their previous albums, but basically it's kind of like a hard rock meets like guttural metal vocals, and basically the lead singer is a woman that can sing really well, like old school heavy metal sing, but then she has that deep guttural growling voice that she's got as well that she pulls off really well. All right, next one up is Halloween, which is basically, they've been around forever. They've had several different lineup changes, and a lot of the different lineups kind of came together for that one album. It's actually very good. Another one that I really love here is Mammoth. WVH, basically Eddie Van Halen's son's solo album. He wrote all of the stuff. I believe he actually performed it all too, which I think it says that on there. It's pretty impressive, and I think it's great for a debut. This is kind of an eclectic, odd one, but if you're a fan of him, I think you would probably love this. It's Danny Elfman and his latest album. I've forgotten the name of it here. Oh, Big Mess. That's right. Just really some unique stuff. It's got, kind of that soundtrack-y vibe, because he does a lot of music soundtracks or movie soundtracks, and then his old Oingo Boingo stuff too. So it's pretty interesting. This one is awesome. I love it. Smith and Kotzen. Basically Adrian Smith from Iron Maiden and Richie Kotzen from several bands, I think, came together, and they actually released an EP for Record Store Day. Both are phenomenal. So This one I'm not going to have up for too long just because I don't want it to be censored. But it's the Pretty Reckless Death by Rock and Roll early release in the year, and still, in my opinion, really great hard rock, hard rock heavy metal-ish poppy sound to it. Just really great. This one was borderline for me for an honorable mention, but I'm putting it in to my top 15, which is Lord. Solar Power, great album. Debut from a Disney person. Olivia Rodrigo, Sour. This is the exclusive from her website version. Just basically different color vinyl. Halsey, this one I'm also going to only put up for a little while. But that's a great album as well. And the name of the album, If I Can't Have Love, I Want Power. Great collaboration between her and Trent Reznor and I think it's Atticus. I can't remember his name. But basically the two guys who are now mainly Nine Inch Nails collaborated with her on that. It's pretty awesome. Next one up, Gojira Fortitude. Such a great album. I'd say there's a couple of great tracks and then a few good tracks, but overall just a great album. St. Vincent is next. Daddy's Home. This is the Vinyl Me Please exclusive version. Such a great album. Next we have Casey Musgrave, Star-Crossed. Nice album, basically about her divorce. And then last, but definitely not least, this is the box set edition, but this is basically Steven Wilson's latest. It's called The Future Bites. Really interesting, compelling music. Definitely more pop orientated than some of his previous work. But anyway, I went through that a lot faster than I thought I would. So those are my favorites from this year. I would love to hear your take on what are some of your favorite new releases from this year. It was definitely an interesting year for sure. Lots of kind of dark stuff. The Casey Musgraves, the Halsey, the Billie Eilish. A lot of the stuff was pretty dark, and and Steven Wilson, but his is almost always semi-dark to a certain extent, even though it may not sound it always. But anyway, that is my take for this year, or I should say last year, because it's already New Year. I want to hear what you have to say. What were some of your favorites from this year? Did I get all of your favorites, or are there some that I left out? Please comment below if you want to ask more about some of these albums, more in detail about them, and talk to me about them. Please leave some comments below and I'll be happy to respond to them. If you liked what you saw here, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to know when my new videos come out, hit that alert bell. So that is everything I've got for today. Also check out my social media pages. I've got those below. I forgot to mention that, but that's everything I've got for this one. Hope you have a great rest of the day, and I will talk to you soon.